Hello and welcome back. At the beginning of chapter 24th of Carvalho, written by K P Purnachandra Tejaswi, we see the difficulty of the expedition team with regard to physical journey. And as described in the earlier chapters, that we know that how difficult it is for the people who are not experienced to travel in densely forested areas. Again, the team is finding so much difficulties to actually locate the flying lizard. And again, we see a range of palm forest over there, and it is particularly difficult to cross this palm forest. And the team has met with irritation on regard to how to actually get through this palm forest. And again, with each step, the landscape of the forest is changing. The plants and the forestry which they are saying, it is changing, so this changing landscape becomes a very important theme of this particular chapter. After that, we see that because of this changing landscape and no actual progress into finding the flying lizard, the team settles into a camp wherein they are camping for the night, and they desire to have some rest before trying out on the next day. And again, because of the cart's movement, the movement of the car's movement is not like a car, of course. So that's why there is a lot of movement happening in the cart, and that movement is resulting again in a lot of disturbance to the travelers. And because of again car's movements, there are some problems with navigation as well. People are not really able to uh, decide in what direction they are moving. Okay. And again, there are some discussions about the forest life. For example, there are so many orchids are there, nice orchids which are again not to be found in the city areas, and so many wild flowers can be seen in this particular chapter. And we see that there are some wild stick insects are there, and especially because of Carvalho's observation, he points out towards a particular species of insects which are also known as walking stick insects. And the speciality about these walking stick insects is that they can actually climb the trees. So these insects are specialized in climbing the trees in search of, again, in search of a prey. So these sticks will these what is that, this insect will try to climb the tree in search of prey, in search of food. And again, throughout these two chapters, we see that Carvalho is again trying to impart his scientific knowledge to all the team members, especially the narrator and Prabhakara. Okay, and we see that there are some identification of some species which are again very rare to find. So although Carvalho is finding some species in their journey, but they are not able to find what they are actually looking for, that is the flying lizard. So the search of flying lizard is actually becoming very difficult with each passing day. And again, after that, we have some philosophical discussions about the evolution of time, how time is all pervasive and time will never stop for anybody. Time being all pervasive. What is the meaning of all pervasive? Time covers everything, and even though how powerful the beings will become in the present and in the future as well, they can never actually capture the time, because time is beyond all us. We live in time, we are governed by time, and everything is again in the reach of time itself. So we have seen the evolution, and evolution again is a subject to time. Evolution happens with time, okay, along with the time, and that's why we have seen the age of dinosaurs, and only after the age of dinosaurs we have seen the emergence of intellectual beings like human beings. Okay, but this species, the flying lizard, this has in some way remained immune to this evolution. okay, evolution of time. So that's what especially creates curiosity to Carvalho and his team members. But on the one hand, we are having this intellectual discussion about the passing of time and evolution, and the other hand, we are having discussion from Cariappa sides. So on the one hand, we are having all this intellectual discussions, but Cariappa is only concerned about, he has not been able to put his skills to use. So Cariappa, we have known that he has been trying to make biryani in the forest, but because they are not finding any prey, because they are not able to hunt any wild animal there, so that's why Cariappa's objective of making delicious biryani in the forest, it has not yet fulfilled, and Cariappa is only worried about that. So there is one particular instance in these two chapters wherein they actually spot a hornbill. Hornbill is a wild bird which can be spotted in the forest. So when they spot this hornbill, Karyappa actually wants to pursue this hornbill and catch it, and again make biryani out of it. But again, due to the lack of support from his other team members, Karyappa is not able to do that. So with this, we see the end of this chapter, and this chapter again was a bridging chapter into the next chapters, wherein we see more things, more action happening. So this chapter was again was about the modern and traditional approaches towards this particular hunt or this particular expedition, wherein we see a lot many difficulties have been imposed on this expedition team. So with these words, I think we should end this chapter, and we'll meet for the next chapters. And thank you so much for watching this entire video.